So what do you do with your junk journal? Part 2 is here today, and in my last video it kind of ended abruptly. But here it is, the big surprise, and it is making a junk journal completely out of a magazine. And I just happened to subscribe to Daphne's Diary magazine in July and received my first issue the end of August and got busy right away making my first completed magazine junk journal with it. So this is the front cover and this is the back cover. So it's one signature each, and this one is halfway done. Decorated the front pages, just have to do the back section, and then this one has to be completely stitched into the cover, and then I'll start decorating the pages with it. But basically what I did was I've layered a magazine page. Let's take a look inside. Just getting right started in the video. I don't want to drag it out in the beginning. I'll talk more at the end and show you the rest of the pages. So there was 150 pages in the magazine. I tore them all out, so it was 75 pages. And then I took the front cover to make the first journal and the back cover to make the second journal. And I alternated magazine page with a decorative or plain journaling page. And so this one, I believe, has 20 pages, 21 pages, somewhere around there. And then I'm going to do 20 in the other one as well. So I wanted to just show you a little bit about how easy it is to make all of your decorations and ephemera with just a few extra little supplies. And the majority of what I've used is all taken from the magazine. So before I dive into the insides of this, I wanted to show you what I've done already. So I went through and deconstructed and have just cut apart, torn, like I said, tore out each page. And anything that could be used as ephemera, like these cute little images right here, the border around this, all of this can be used in the magazine, from the magazine, in your journal. And so that's what I have done. So I separated them out into word stacks, number stacks, and image stacks, and border stacks. And that's what I've collected here on this little plate. So it's, I wanted to kind of streamline my intention of what was I going to do, how was I going to decorate it, what was I going to, do with it. Now, in this particular issue, it was the number 4, 2025, there are already certain pages that she has intended to be cut out. So you can see her little scissors here. So you're supposed to tear them out of the magazine, and you're supposed to fussy cut and do something with them. So this beautiful butterfly page, so this butterfly here I've already taken out, and this beautiful flower, labels, even tag page, this one here, journal card page. So I've taken several out of here already. So that was the first thing I did. So I have 2 folders, and one of them is mainly with just the things that were already to be, taken out. This is a whole sticker sheet. Isn't this fun? Complete set of stickers, and then another little interactive page there. And then the second folder is filled with the remaining magazine pages. So the ones that I used for the 2 journals, and then these are the leftovers. And there's still plenty of words and lots of goodies in here that can be used, like this part here could be used as a border. Okay, so let's dive in. So this was the excitement. And I made a pocket page using a file folder. So I had hundreds of file folders from my mother's filing cabinet, and so I said, let's start using those up here in this journal, and I'm using it for tags and pockets and then embellishing the file folder cutout pieces with the magazine pages. So this all is from the magazine. A little insert here. This was from the magazine, from another page. And this is a magazine page from that flower page. The tag is the magazine. This is a file folder. So everything has been used from the magazine and the file folder. This is a piece of the file folder that I cut, and I'm going to show you how to use this beautiful collage technique, which we've used many times. This was stationery and an envelope that was in there for you to tear out. And this is a pocket. So, I mean, it's just so much fun. And another pocket, magazine pages, that same tearing technique, adding a few of my own little things, another little pocket here. And I just decided where did I want to, what did I want to cover up? What did I want to leave? So that brought me to the end of the first half of the signature, and then now this is the rest of it. Another, there was 2 little stationery papers, so I put those here. And then on these pages, I'm trying to debate, did I want to cover this up? The wording, how much do I want to cover up on each page? So strategically, I'm looking at it. I may just cover up the wording here and the wording here. So you just have to go through and decide. Whatever magazine you have, if you have a Daphne's Diary, great. If you don't, then use whatever you have in your stash, because it will be great. It will turn out wonderful. So this first journal I'm going to keep for myself, because this is the first one that I've made, and from a magazine and the Daphne's Diary, which I'm so excited about. And I did get a subscription. I got it right off of her website, because that's your best price. And so do your homework and check the prices, do the math, and then before you, spend more money than you need to. And so the second journal is going to be used for a giveaway. So this one I will complete, and I'm going to use the same technique that I used in here, the magazine embellishing and with the file folder, pockets, tags on every magazine page, and then this is going to be used as a giveaway here on my channel, and how you can get in the giveaway. And each issue that I receive, because there's going to be 8 issues, so every time I receive one of the Daphne's Diaries, I'm going to make 2 journals, and one will be used as a giveaway for all of you lovely viewers, for one of you to win. Now, watch what you can do with the magazine paper scraps. I'm going to duplicate what I've done already in the first half of the signature into the second half of the signature. And I thought that I would go ahead and do that on these pages as well in a separate video. Okay, so first I have these are all the cutouts of what I used inside. So basically little pockets that I made, and this tag that I put in there. So this is the piece for that. The side tag pockets, the over the top page decoration, this piece here, and where's that side? Okay, yeah, this side pocket with that. That's that part there, that part there. So then we're just going to cover these up with the strips from the magazine. And then this is a side pocket here. So I made 2 additional pockets. Okay, so where it naturally folded, the file folder naturally folded, I left those. These were 2 scrap pieces, but I decided to do a little different thing, so made little pockets for that. So that would replace these 2 side pockets that I did. But I'm going to decorate them just the same. So this one could be used there. Maybe one of these could be used here. I don't really like covering up those beautiful flowers, but, and then this one could be used here. I could use this here, or maybe one of these here. I could cut it down a little bit more so that it just will go to right there. Bring that down there like that. Kind of make it a little pocket within this, frame it within there so that you can still see the beautiful flowers. So either way, the flowers are going to have to get trimmed or something. So, but I will, first of all, is just decorate these, and then we're going to use the strips of paper from the magazine. So that's what this is all about, is showing you now how I use the magazine to decorate the embellishments there. All right, so we have this one and this one, and I already have a lot of strips, but I want to go through and get any more strips that I might have. And because I love that technique, I think it's a wonderful technique. And so let's start with the shortest pieces, shall we? Okay, so we're going to need some glue, and we're going to need our scissors. Okay, so I have this border piece here and this little section here. So I'm thinking I'm going to tear this first, because if I cut this first, this is going to make this too small. Which it could still possibly be big enough for this. Yeah, it could. All right, it would. So either way. But I'm going to go ahead and do it like that. And then let me see. Yeah, so for some of these longer pieces. Okay, so this one. Okay, yeah, so if I cut it. Okay, yeah, if I cut it, tear it right across here, it could still work for this piece. So that's what I wanted to test first before I start. Excuse me. One of those days. So we're just going to start with getting scrap pieces, deciding which ones we need to have the scrap pieces for. All right, those over there. And you can do the same technique with whatever decorative papers that you have, and digital kits that you have. See, this is a pretty border here, and I have this little bit of a pretty border there. So that was my first aha moment, was realizing that, hey, I can take and cut the borders off of these pages and then use them as collage strips for these. And I mean, that was like so exciting because you really, I mean, you know, we pay a lot for these things, you know, even your digital kits when you stop and think about it. Because yeah, maybe you're getting, maybe you're paying $2, $3, whatever, $5 at a set, you know, at a time for the sets. But you don't just stop there, do you? No. You keep buying to match. And, you know, because you want to make a different junk journal. So you don't use the same kit over and over and over. Which again supports these different artists. You know, we're all supporting makers in different ways. I love this. Absolutely love it. So both sides have it. So, okay, so let's go with this side. And again, you decide based on the width of the embellishment, where do you fold it and tear it. And you want to get a good crease, because if you don't, then it doesn't tear as nicely. So this side is less pattern and this side is more pattern. I'm going to go with this side, obviously. And don't worry if you don't tear it exactly, you know, perfect. I am not worried about that. I'm like, I am just eyeing it and tearing. I don't worry about, oh, is it an inch on this end and an inch on that end? I do not worry about that. If it's 1 inch on one end and 3/4 on the other end, or 7/8 or whatever, it's like, oh well. Big whoop. I don't care. This little bit of a border here. So truly, I mean, I am making sure that I am going to get every bit of value from this magazine. And that's what this is all about, is absolutely learning how to use what we're purchasing, what we're spending all this money on, for crying out loud. You know, so it's like, yeah, it's time to stop hoarding our supplies, and it's time to start making beautiful things, because we are gifted. We have a talent, ladies. We have a talent. You're learning something that other people don't even want to learn to do. And you should be very happy and proud of the fact that we want to learn how to do this. And that we know how to do it. I'm proud of it. I am very proud of it. I love it. And let's face it, it got us through the pandemic. So, you know, other images, I'm on a roll right now. So I'm like, just let me tear. And you know what? That's something else. There's something very therapeutic about this whole tearing paper thing. It is very therapeutic. I don't know what it is. I remember one lady said that one time about tearing the fabric strips. And I was like, I didn't feel it, you know, because, I mean, I barely can even tear any fabric. My husband has to do it. And so, but now this is something I can actually do, and I'm actually enjoying the whole feeling of it now. It's like, now I'm able to understand what other people have been talking about. It's very, very therapeutic in itself, just to tear the paper. Okay, so I feel, oh, this would be a pretty border. Ooh, yeah, okay. I didn't think of that before. And then I can, you know, take out the other little sections that I don't want to have in there. Even this part up here. The whole hello summer thing. I don't know, but we'll just go with it. Okay, so for right now, obviously this video can be a very, very long video, and my camera is my phone camera is giving me a hard time about how the length of my videos that it will actually allow me to upload, which I'm not a happy camper about, so keeping it at about 40 minutes is what I'm seeing is that it likes and it will let me do. So solid colors like this absolutely work. And this border with this beautiful flower absolutely work. Because we're just going to collage with it anyway. Okay, so I'm going to kind of leave it like that. Of course, when I fold it, close it, it's going to... I won't know. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I know what I'm going to do. There you go, see? There. So the stack that I already tore is going to go on the bottom, and that stack's going to stay on the top. There we go. Okay, now, so let's get some of these pieces. Let's get you back over here. All right. I have wax paper. Found another piece the other day, so I was like, yay. Okay, so this is going to be my workstation piece of wax paper. All right, so I already have the glue. And we are just going to start taking these short little strips, like so, and we're going to start putting those in place. And I do have lots on my plate over here that I've already, lots of scraps. Lots and lots and lots of scraps. So bring that over so I think you're going to be able to see that. Okay, and I don't really know, let's see. I usually, generally I like the straight edge of the top and the curved edge down. I don't know why, but I do. Okay. There we go. The cap on, because I've got the fan running. Okay, now let's just start laying it down, lining it up. Okay. And remember, collaging can be any colors. You don't have to start that overthinking thing of matchy-matchy. I don't want you to do that. I forbid you to do that. I want you to just have fun with this, okay? Completely, your assignment is to just have fun. Completely have fun. All right, I need a paper towel and now my wax paper. I was so concentrating on the wax paper that I forgot to get my little wipe, and I always have to have a napkin or a paper towel. Napkins don't work good because they just stick too much to it, but the paper towel is better, so I'm just going to do it like this because there's a little bit of glue that came out there. Okay. See? Look at how quick and easy that was. So super, super simple. I love this technique because it really lets you go quickly. You don't have to overthink it all. And then you're still going to have more scraps that you can decide what are you going to do with them. Some might be too small, but hey, sometimes there's like I had a little space that I needed to look at that. Look at that. See? I mean, already a beautiful piece to work with. And we're not doing both sides. Remember, we're just doing this top side. So now we're going to move on and we're going to work on this piece. So this is how quickly you can start building your embellishment pieces, because it's not something that is going to take a long time. It's just like, don't overthink it. I cannot stress that enough. Don't overthink it. And then use up your scrap pieces first. So go with the shortest pieces first. And then when you run out of those, then you can start working on the longer pieces. Beautiful blue piece here, and I'm lining it up and just covering up the file folder. I just want one end to hang over that I'm going to trim, so try to keep that in mind. And like, there could be shorter pieces that you might have to splice two pieces together. So like this one here, it up. See, now this is going to leave a little bit of a gap at the bottom. Okay, so you see, so now that little scrap that I cut off the other one that I wasn't sure, could I use it? And look at that, see? It fit right in there perfectly. And then I'm going to take this little flower, or I'm going to take something over here. A little scrap of something. I'm not quite sure what I want to use yet. I want something, I think, more muted. Let me see what I have. Go back through the scraps. Okay. Not really sure which one I like. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit, yeah, see, this matches that. That's what it was like. My eye was like, no, it needs to match. All right, so I'm going to lift this up, put a little bit right here, a little bit right there, bring that back down there. Okay, this piece right here. Okay, perfect, perfect. I like it. Okay, so now there's two pieces right there that are done. Bring these little pieces up here. That there. Okay, next, let's go to the next. What's the next shortest piece? Or are we down to our long pieces? Okay. Okay, that's the long piece. Okay, so this one and this one. Okay, these are our next two. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate this piece here and this piece here. So let's go with this little flap first. So let me know in the comments, have you ever made a magazine? Why, I don't know why I keep saying that. Made a junk journal from a magazine. My brain is just like wanting to go in that direction for some reason. And have you subscribed to Daphne's Dairy magazine? Well, you know what I'm thinking? Oh, I might do that with these. I have a few going this way, but no. Let's save it. All right, I'm toying with the idea of let me build this in a different direction. Okay, I like it. Okay. All right, before I get that long piece, let me see if I have, let me find more scraps. I'm pretty sure I have more scraps. That's the same thing as that, but that's okay. I'm going to bring it over here. Just want to use up some of these scraps first. This piece is going to go there. All right, and then I just need a little scrappy piece right there. And here's this piece here, and it might just work. Love it. Look, I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Look at how cute that is. Adorable. Oh, just love it. See? I love the difference, you know? So I went in different directions. So it wasn't just all horizontal. You can do it vertical and horizontal. You can mix and match. Okay, this has definitely got to go up here. Love that. Or I might even do it down here. Love that. Oh yeah, that looks good there. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to open this. All right, where do we need to start the glue? Okay, so the glue needs to start right about here. Not go all the way to the top yet. Okay, so we're going to come here. This piece here. Okay. And then, let me see if I have any other. Ooh, I like this. Okay. Oh yeah, I like that already. Okay. And then, I'm not quite sure. Ooh, maybe this one. All right, what do we got? As far as which direction do we want to go in? Okay, do I want to cover all of that up? Oh man, I didn't get this all the way to the edge. I already got it glued. It's already glued. All right, so we'll go this way. I want to overlap it just a little bit right there. Bring that down right there over that white. There we go. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty already. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now I'm going to fill in the rest. Blobs kind of smoothed out. And I want to give a shout out to my subscriber friends, Regina and Tilly, and to my friend Linda Coker. If you're watching, I hope you're recovering well from your surgery. I miss you here on YouTube, watching your videos. So keep healing, my friend. You'll be on the other side of this soon. And thank you for all my other viewers who haven't left comments, but I know that you're watching. So thank you to all of the ones who've been watching my videos. Appreciate it so much. That could be pretty too. Right now we're just working with strips. Okay, so let's come back over here. I don't want a pink going on with the pink. All right, let me see. Got this muted, but I really want a narrower piece. I don't want a bigger piece like that. Okay, these are my. Okay, here's another piece. Oh, I got a lot of pink going on right here. Okay, let me see where. Okay, let's go on this side of it. We're gonna have to go on this side of it. Okay, so that's like that. And then I've got this little scribbly guy here. Come on, there you go. There we go. Okay. I had a little bit more orange somewhere. I thought I saw a piece. Okay, this here. Oh, I had that. I know I had that. Okay. This is getting a little bit of a toughie here now. Let me see. Oh, here's something. Oh, it's not the right direction. Maybe this. It's kind of wild, but it's gonna have to work. I am not gonna be fussy about that. There we go. Okay, got it. And I need my wax paper. Okay, let's see what we have. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Look at how nice that is. So this little bit of wording text breaks up all the patterns, and then it jumps back up into the patterns. But of course, remember, there's going to be a tag that I'm going to make to go into the pocket. Don't forget that. All right, so we got a little bit of glue coming out right there, and I don't want to get my scissors all gummed up. I have to clean the scissors. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fold that over. It is just way too much glue to break out the alcohol and clean the scissors. What do you use to clean your scissors, by the way? I use alcohol. Oh, look at that. Uh-oh, did I use a flower? I think I did. Oh, tisk, tisk, tisk. Oh, where is it? Forget me not. Where did I see that? I just cut it off of something. Oh, right there. Oh, well. Too bad. But I still have the forget me not. See, I can use that. Oh, yeah, perfect. I'll come in right here and put the forget me not right there. Perfect. I love that already. Okay, so I just have to trim this up because it's completely not even right there. Okay. But hey, how cool is that? And I'll do some maybe cheesecloth or little fabric, something or another underneath of that. But that piece we're going to save, put right there. So don't forget, because I will forget. Okay, so that's 3 pieces. How cool is that? Absolutely love, love, love it. So if you're loving this already so far, please leave me a comment below and let me know how much you're loving watching what you can do with scrap pieces of magazine in the comments below. I would love to know that. Now in this process part of it, I'm just going to be showing you, demonstrating as I'm tearing it, different pieces, and I won't be talking a lot during this whole process. Off and on throughout the video and then at the very end. So enjoy the process. Okay, so to save time, I had to speed up the video and just do a little bit of explaining here as I go. And so basically, I'm still doing the same technique with the strips of paper and different magazine page images and decorating the file folder tabs and continuing the stack. So I've completed 6 of the 7, I believe, and now I'm down to the last. Yes, this is the page over piece, and it's so it turns out so pretty in the end. It's so much fun. So going through all of my scraps, first of all, is like the best part of the whole thing. I mean, I really love just being able to go through and just by using nothing but the magazine pages, this was like a lot of fun. So sit back, enjoy the video, and I'm not going to be doing much talking until the end of the video, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so as you can see, I am coming to the finishing touches on this last page over embellishment and page topper, however you want to call it. So I used up a lot of little tiny scrap pieces, and it actually turned out so adorable in the end. And each of these little scraps, I mean, utilizing down to, I mean, we're talking like, quarter-inch pieces, and it just was a lot of fun. I mean, just utilizing all the little scraps just was amazing. So I'm trimming it off, trimming it up, and then we'll take a look at these 7 beautiful pieces that I made from a file folder and the magazine scraps from a Daphne's Diary number 4 issue of 2025. And I want you to put your creative caps on, and I hope that this really gave you some inspiration, and make your own magazine junk journal or a digital paper junk journal. But truly, if you can use up your magazines and or use up your stash that you already have, and I hope this was an inspiration to you. So thank you for joining me here today in this video, and don't forget to enter and sign up the Sunshine Makers Club so that you can be entered in the giveaways coming up and my new product line launch that will be out on September 15th. That will be announced here on my channel and my mailing list, my Facebook group, Instagram, all those good places. And so now I will go through and decorate it and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.